Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well and welcome back to this new update here on the Bitcoin price. Guys, a lot has happened within the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is pumping like crazy. My trade's now in a profit of well above $400,000 again. As you guys know, we just closed a $400,000 short trade at $35,000. Now our long positions that we pretty much perfectly opened here at the bottom are already in a $450,000 profit, and I will tell you exactly what I'm going to do with these trades, what are my plans with these trades, what am I expecting from the Bitcoin price within the next couple of days, weeks, and also hours potentially. If you want to know that, stick around till the very end. As always, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up a like here on today's video. On every single video of mine, we reach well above 1,000 likes. So if we could reach that today, that would be really amazing. And besides that, make sure to subscribe, activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and also make sure to leave a comment down below to push the YouTube algorithm. As always, thank you very much for that. And if you're wondering why I don't have my face cam activated right now, as you maybe can also hear by the sound, I am actually right now recording from a new setup where the office is not done yet, and because of that I also don't have a face cam here at that setup, but this will come for sure soon also back to the videos. But now guys, let's focus on the Bitcoin price, let's focus on the charts, and let's find out what we can expect from the Bitcoin price and what we should do with our trades then for that reason. Let's first of all go to the bigger time frames. I think the bigger time frames are always very interesting, and there we already can see something very great happening if we can hold the price levels we are at till the end of the week. 6 days here remaining to be exact, because this price level is well above our previous weekly closes, even the weekly close before we saw the big correction all the way down to the $33,000 level. We would close that weekly candle above it. We would close that weekly candle inside of the weekly EMA ribbons, which would be for sure also a sign of strength. And we would also complete here this massive W pattern on the weekly time frame and also break it to the upside. Let's just take a look here at this potential price target, which for sure is going to be very huge. It's actually at $56,000. That's very interesting. But now let's not only look at the big time frames, but also the smaller ones, because we still have 6 days remaining in the week. So we need to take a look at the smaller time frames to find out how realistic it is that Bitcoin can hold these price levels. And here we can already see a very important thing. Because what we are seeing here is that Bitcoin is retesting a super important, I would even say one of the most important horizontal support and resistance zones here for the Bitcoin's history in the current bull run, actually, because we are forming here a higher low, right? A higher low, so we are definitely not in a bear trend confirmed yet on the very big time frames at least. But let's not look at this. This 50% correction definitely feels like a bear market, right? This is for sure. But now let's still keep looking at the charts, and what we are seeing there, first of all, what we saw also on the weekly time frame, we are forming a beautiful massive W pattern, which is not confirmed yet, right? And for this W pattern to be confirmed, and I'm very certain that it has to happen on the daily time frame, that it gets confirmed on the daily time frame, not on the weekly. I'm very sure about that, because if we get rejected within these 6 days now from the daily, there's no chance that the weekly will confirm at these price levels and the Bitcoin price will be able to hold these price levels. So the most important prices for the upside I'm currently watching is the $44,000 to $44,800 level. I think if we close a daily candle above that, Bitcoin is ready for another moonshot, could even reach a new all-time high. Looking back here at our weekly long-term time frame at the 11-year resistance, Bitcoin could take another shot at that, especially because with a breakout out of this W pattern, we would also for sure close the next weekly candle well above the EMA ribbons, which would be, as shown in the past, right, a very bullish sign every single time, or most of the times it happens, but every single time mostly we saw some more upside to come. So I think that would be for sure a very bullish sign. And looking at the smallest time frames now, which I also find very interesting, we saw something happening today, which is not something uncommon we are seeing in the crypto markets. An ascending triangle can act as a bullish continuation pattern, or it can also act as a bearish a bullish reversal pattern, so that if it's bearish, it reverses to the bullish side, right? And this is only the case if the triangle is directly formed after the downtrend. And yes, we have a lot of black space here, but still this triangle clearly had some volatility, because when we broke out of it to the upside, we saw this massive pump now all the way up to the $44,000 level. You can already see it's at the most important resistance we have. The good news is that the price target would actually be $45,500 on this hourly ascending triangle. So it would be above the daily resistance, but keeping in mind that the bigger time frames always overwhelm the smaller time frames by a huge amount, we know that the daily time frame resistance is way more important than this hourly price target. It is just a small little hope that the bulls have, that they have a bullish price target right now still and above the most important resistance for the bears for now. So this is why I for sure would keep an eye a little bit on that as well. And especially if we correct to the downside, I would take a look at the bulls, especially holding here this ascending triangle, then this uptrend support, just because then potentially we could see here forming just somewhat of an ascending broadening wedge, which for sure would be somewhat of a rather bearish lookout. But I could much more imagine that maybe this hourly candle gets either sold off all the way down here, which is highly unlikely, but maybe the next hourly candle breaking inside of it, and we are then actually forming more or less an uptrend channel. And this uptrend channel is then strong enough to break through the very important $44,000 to $44,800 resistance. So let's just keep an eye on this. It's very, very interesting to see what's happening, and I am for sure that it's worth it, especially if you are trading, to keep an eye on the crypto markets, because they are volatile right now, and there is big chance. But also keep in mind, guys, only do this if you are a professional trader already. Otherwise, you should first get used to the volatility with a normal just a normal crypto portfolio, not touching any leverage or anything like that. And then maybe you should start trying to maybe sell tops with a part of your portfolio. But like I said, be very careful. And this is more called to the professionals out there, because this time is especially for you. But yeah, I would like to also give a big shout out here to VLaunch today, guys. As you guys know, VPET VLaunch, very huge amounts of free tokens being given out there to the community. And we had a massive listing announcement today. VPET VLaunch announced that they secured their first tier 1 exchange listing, Huobi, which is actually going to happen tomorrow or today, depending on when you see the video. And I have to say, this is absolutely crazy news, because most crypto projects never make it on a tier 1 exchange. But also, VPET VLaunch just launched their Binance Bridge. They just announced soon staking on Binance Smart Chain. So very, very cheap fees. A lot more people can enter now the market. And also Huobi for sure has a very, very big Chinese community. And launchpads are big there. So I think, or Asian community, better to say. But I think that's a very, very interesting thing. And we have seen, since those announcements were made, we have seen VPET VLaunch really pumping to the upside so far. So I'm interested in what's to come. I can already tell you there are much more, and I think way bigger announcements than this one coming, which will bring new token volatility and so on and so on. So guys, stay tuned. If you follow VLaunch VPET on Twitter, you won't miss anything anyways. And now keep an eye on the Bitcoin price so you don't lose out on your very well deserved gains. See you soon, guys.